Hello, I'm WELS President Mark Schrader. When a natural disaster strikes, there's often a rapid mobilization to bring food, water, and shelter. But there's also an emotional and spiritual need that's just as critical. And that need is met by people, volunteers like you, who bring both labor and love. Because when lives are devastated, people need the comfort of the gospel as well as Christian love and compassion.
When the final path of Hurricane Michael became clear, some people could not evacuate in time. Longtime resident Carmen Shirley felt helpless as the roof over her head was torn away.
And we were running from one end of the house to the other, just trying to get away from the roof ripping off and tree limbs coming in and then sucking back out. Our furniture was just going around in circles out here on the porch, hitting the windows, and it was survival at that point.
After the storm passed, the real challenge emerged. Today, months later, Carmen still doesn't have a decent roof over her head.
And it does have a moldy smell, but they're like, no, especially with your husband with lung cancer, you need to get that out.
Well, I think we could honestly help you.
Responding to Carmen's need and the needs of many others was a team of volunteers from WELS Christian Aid and Relief.
Tim Peterson,
Kim Miller,
Dave Matiak,
Jane Dexter,
Jim Bublitz,
Deanna Matiak,
Peace Hartford,
from Englewood, Florida, member of Prince of Peace,
Emmanuel, New London,
St. John's, Juneau,
Good Shepherd, Burton, Michigan,
Prince of Peace Lutheran Church, Englewood, Florida.
It was just amazing to see that van roll up. It changed something in my heart after seeing all the destruction for a few days.
To these people that maybe don't have church homes, we can show them a little glimpse of what Jesus is like, of his love and his willingness to go out and do without expecting anything in return.
That's good.
The work these volunteers do doesn't require any special skills. The tasks can be as basic as cleaning up brush, fixing a fence, or making a meal.
So I thought, if nothing else, I can do painting. I can paint walls, I can paint woodwork.
This storage, basically.
The important thing is that these volunteers are showing love to those in need, and that builds a bond.
And there's one over there that's gone?
Yeah.
Plus, it means so much to the people. They're so appreciative, and it's genuine. It's not just a thank you.
It's rewarding, it's uplifting, it's a positive in faith-wise that you can't describe until you've actually had a chance to be here.
Yeah, what we'll do is get some volunteers and basically just pieces.
Difficult times tend to eliminate all the extraneous noise of daily life, forcing people to consider what's really important.
Can get under there and get hurt.
That gives these volunteers an opportunity to talk more deeply.
She gave up going to church many years ago due to a family loss or a loss of a child. And it was an opportunity to sit and talk with her about that a little bit. And I said, you see, you still do know Christ, and you do know that he is there for you. And she said, I know he keeps me strong. So these opportunities are everywhere.
I can show them that God loves them, and we love them, and we want them to know that no matter how bad it is, the Lord is always with them.
Amazing Grace, the WELS Church in Panama City, was hit hard by the hurricane. But the volunteers and resources of Christian Aid and Relief helped the congregation move forward even in this most difficult time. To coordinate the relief effort and to help connect the volunteer work to the ministry of the congregation.
We want to dream with members of congregations so that they think outside the box. They actually develop a ministry plan, a plan that they can bring in volunteers with our assistance that can actually help them do this work. And it makes Christ come alive because people then learn that Christ is not just something they read about, Christ is who we are. We live Christ in our life every day. And that's the viable outreach component of Christian Aid and Relief.
It means the world to me for people to not forget us and to know we're here. Yes, I would. I would go visit their church in a heartbeat.
WELS Christian Aid and Relief is always looking for volunteers. If you'd like to help on future efforts, even if you have only a week to spare, just go to wels.net/relief. Also check out this month's issue of Forward in Christ magazine to read about how your donations to WELS Christian Aid and Relief helped our sister church in Puerto Rico repair churches and members' homes after a devastating hurricane.